mga kawawmat, in this video, we will discuss multiplication of fractions. So what will be our objective? So we will multiply fractions. So in multiplication of fractions, if A over B and C over D are rational numbers, then A over B times C over D, anong gagawin natin? Multiply the numerators and denominators, so we will have AC over BD. Ibig sabihin, minultiply natin yung numerators niya. So, A times C, that's why we have AC. And then B times D, that's why we have BD. Okay? So, first step, multiply the numerators and denominators. And then, simplify if possible. When we say simplify, get the lowest term or express your answers in lowest term. Okay? And remember that your B and D should not be equal to 0. Bakit? Kasi kapag nag-0 yan, that would make your fraction or rational number undefined. So, let's have an example. So, if I have here 3 over 5 times 4 over 6, so anong gagawin natin? So, imumultiply natin yung numerators. We have 3 times 4, and then denominator, we have 5 times 6. Okay? So, we will have 3 times 4, that is 12. 5 times 6, that is 30. Now, sabi, simplify if possible. So, pag sinabing simplify, kunin natin yung lowest term niya. So, since pwede pa natin to i-divide by, saan natin siya pwede i-divide? By 6. So, 12 divided by 6 is 2. And then 30 divided by 6, that is 5. So, therefore, our final answer is 2/5. Okay? Now, another way is you can make use of the cancellation technique. So, ano nga ba yun? So, itong cancellation technique, it makes your fractions in lowest term. So, dito pa lang, kapag nag-cancel ka, bababa na yung value ng fraction mo. So, kapag nag-multiply ka, mababa na yung numbers. Okay? So, but this is only possible, pwede lang po ito kung pwede mo siyang makancel. Pag hindi pwede, then update ito talaga ang gagamitin natin. Okay? So, again, I'm showing you another way of multiplying fractions. So, pwede ito, multiply mo yung numerator, multiply mo yung denominator, then simplify. Or pwede rin naman, gagamit ka ng cancellation technique kung pwede siya. Okay? If possible. So, kagaya nito, si 3 and 6, pwede natin siyang i-cancel out. Then, 4, we will have 3 divided by 3, that is 1. And then, 6 divided by 3, that is 2. Okay? So, bumaba na yung value natin. So, eto naman, hindi natin siya pwedeng makancel kasi wala naman silang common factors or divisor. So, 4, wala dyan, dito wala rin. So, eto na, pwede na natin siya i-multiply. 1 times 4, that is 4. And then, 5 times 2, that is 10. So, as you can see, mas mababa na yung numbers na minumultiply natin kapag nagka-cancel out tayo. Okay? So, 4 over 10, pwede pa natin to i-divide by 2. So, 4 divide 2, that is 2. And then, 10 divide 2, that is 5. So, as you can see, we got the same answer. So, pwede naman ito, yung multiply nyo yung numerator and then denominator, simplify, or pwede kung pwede siyang i-cancel natin para bumaba yung value natin. Okay? And then, tsaka tayo mag-multiply. So, as you can see, we got the same answer. Okay? Let's have the next one. So, I have here negative 8 over 9 times 3/4. So, apply natin yung rule. So, negative 8 times 3 and then 9 times 4. So, negative 8 times 3, that is negative 24. And then 9 times 4, that is 36. Okay? Is this your final answer? Not yet. Why? Kasi we can still divide it by, saan natin siya pwedeng i-divide? By 4. Okay. So, pwede pa natin siyang i-divide by 4, and that is 24 divided by 4, that is, by 12 pala. So, kukunin natin yung highest, greatest common divisor. So, 24 divided by 8. Okay, so, 12. 24 divided by 12, so that is 2. And then, 36 divided by 12, that is 3. Now, bakit ito negative? Kasi this is negative. So, 24 divided by 8, by 12, sorry, that is 2. And then 36 divided by 12, that is 3. So we have negative 2/3. Or kung itong negative mo, ilalagay mo dito sa gitna, pwede rin po yon. So kahit dito natin siya ilagay, they are still equal naman. Okay, another way is you can make use of the cancellation technique if it's possible. So another way, ito po siya. So since pwede pa natin itong i-cancel, pwede natin siyang i-cancel. So pababain natin yung value niya. So we have negative 2, negative 8 divided by 4, that is negative 2. And then 4 divided by 4, that is 1. So now, we can now multiply negative 2 times 3, that is, okay, so ito rin po. Pwede rin po natin siyang i-cancel, pwede tayong gumamit ng cancellation technique. So 3 divided by 3, that is 1. And then 9 divided by 3, that is 3. So now, we can now multiply negative 2 times 1, that is negative 2, and then 3 times 1, that is 3. So, as you can see, we got the same answer. So, again, pwede kang mag-cancel, pwede mong gamitin tong cancellation, and then pwede naman yung multiply mo yung numerator, and then denominator, and then simplify. Okay, so ito po yung sinasabi ko, alin man dito ang gamitin nyo, pwede rin naman. Lalo na, mas advisable na gamitin itong cancellation technique kapag ang numbers mo ay, or ang fraction mo ay masyadong malaki ang value. So, ito, i-advise ko tong gamitin kapag ang fractions mo ay masyadong mataas ang numbers. Okay, so another example. So I have 5 over 28 times 7 over 30. So pwede tayong mag-cancellation technique dito. And that is, okay, so we can divide this. So 5 divide 5, that is 1. 30 divide 5, that is 6. And then this one also, so 7 divide 7, that is 1. 28 divide 7, that is 4. So mas mababa na yung imong-multiply natin. Instead of multiplying 5 times 7 and then 28 times 30. That's too big. 'Di ba? Masyado siyang malaki. So, pwede natin munang i-cancel. And then yun, mas mababa na yung number natin. So, we will have 1 times 1, that is 1. And then 4 times 6, that is 24. So, this is our answer. Next. So, I have here negative 20 over 21 times negative 7 over 10. So, pwede natin i-cancel to. So, that is negative 2, and then this one is 1. And then this one, this is negative 1, and then positive 3. So, pag minultiply natin yan, negative 2 times negative 1, that is positive 2, kasi same sign sila. And then 3 times 1, that is 3. So, our answer is 2/3. Another. So, I have here negative 16 over 24 times 8 over negative 20. So, ito pwede ulit. So, this is negative 4. And then this is divided by 4. This is negative 5. Okay, this one also. Pwede ito. So, this is 8 divide 8, that is 1. 24 divide 8, that is 3. Okay, so kung i-multiply natin ito, negative 4 times 1, that is negative 4. And then 3 times negative 5, that is negative 15. So, we will have negative 4 over negative 15. Okay? Now, since same sign sila, so kapag ganito ang nakuha, both negative, yung numerator and denominator, kung same signs po, that will become positive. So, we will have, our final answer is 4 over 15. Hindi po tayo matatapos dito ha. Pag nakuha natin yung negative 4 times 1 and 3 times negative 5, hindi pa po tayo matatapos dito. So, i-simplify pa natin to kasi same sign sila, therefore, your answer should be positive. So, next, another example. So, what if you were given mixed number? So, anong gagawin natin kapag may mixed number? Convert muna natin siya into improper fraction. So, paano tayo nag-convert ng improper? Multiply and then plus. Multiply plus. So, 3 times 2, that is 6. 6 plus 2, that is 8. So, we have 8 over 3. Okay, 3 times 2, 6. Plus 2, that is 8, and then just copy the denominator. Okay, since this is already fraction, proper naman siya, so pwede na natin siyang copy na lang. Now, ito, kinonvert natin siya kasi this is mix. Okay, now, we can now multiply. So, we will have 8 times 4, that is 32, and then 3 times 5, that is 15. Okay? Wala naman tayong pwedeng i-cancel dito. So, we have no choice but to multiply. So, 8 times 4, 32, 3 times 5 is 15. Anyway, mababa lang naman yung numbers natin. So, pwede na natin i-multiply. Now, pwede ba nating i-lowest term itong 32 over 15? Yes, by dividing it by, saan natin siya pwede i-divide? Meron ba? Okay, wala po. So, wala siyang common divisor, so i-divide na lang natin siya. So, 32 divide 15, how many 15? Do we have in 32? We have 2. Ilan ang remainder? So, 2 times 15, that is 30. So, this is 32. Meron tayong remainder na 2 at yun ang ilalagay natin sa numerator. And then, just copy the denominator. Now, paano natin ma-check kung tama yung natin, lowest term? Ganun ulit, kagaya ng ginawa mo dito. So, 15 times 2, 30, plus 2, 32. Okay? So, pwede mo siya i-check kung tama yung pag-divide mo. Another. So, I have here 2 negatives. So, paano tayo nagmumultiply? Kapag pareho silang mixed number at kapag pareho silang negative. Okay? Same procedure kung paano ginawa natin dito. So, we have to convert this first into improper. So, we will have 4 times 2, that is 8. 8 plus 2, that is 10. Negative 10 over 4. Bakit negative? Kasi negative ito. And then this one also, convert natin into improper. So, 5 times 3, that is 15. Plus 1, that is 16 over 5. Bakit negative? Kasi this is negative. So, again, first step, convert muna natin into improper. Okay, so 4 times 2, 8 plus 2, that is 10. Just copy the denominator. 5 times 3, 15, plus 1, 16. Just copy the denominator. So, we now have negative 10 over 4 times negative 16 over 5. Okay, so we can cancel. Pwede tayo dito mag-cancellation. Okay, so negative 10 and 5. So, we will have negative 2 and then positive 1. Bakit? 5 divide 5 is 1. Negative 10 divide 5, that is negative 2. And then this one, pwede rin. Pwede natin siya i-divide by 4. Okay. So, 4 divide 4, that is 1. And then, negative 16 divide 4, that is negative 4. So, mas mababa na yung numbers na i-multiply natin. Instead of multiplying negative 10 times negative 16 and then 4 times 5. So, ngayon, mas mababa na siya. So, therefore, we will have negative 2 times negative 4. Same sign sila. So, we will have positive 8. And then, 1 times 1. Okay, so we have positive 8. Bakit positive 8? Kasi same sign sila. And then 1 times 1, that is positive 1. Okay, now, hindi naman pwedeng 8 over 1 ang sagot natin. So, 8 divided by 1, that is positive 8. Let's have another. So, ito naman, different signs. Isang negative, isang positive. But they are both mixed numbers. So, how will you solve this? So, same procedure. Convert muna natin ito improper. So, we will have 5 times 4, 20 plus 2, that is negative 22, and then just copy the denominator. Another, 4 times 3, 12, plus 3, that is 15, and then copy the denominator. Okay, meron ba tayong pwedeng cancel dito? Yes, pwede natin to i-cancel by 2. So, negative 22 divide by 2, so that is negative 11. And then 4 divide by 2, that is positive 2. Pwede rin yung kabila. So, 5. Pwede siya by 5. So, 15 divided by 5, that is 3. And then 5 divided by 5, that is 1. So, mas mababa ngayon yung imumultiply natin. So, we will have negative 11 times 3, that is negative 33. And then 1 times 2, that is positive 2. So, pwede pa natin to i-simplify. Ilang 2 meron sa 33? We have 16. Okay, so 2 times 16, that is 32. Meron tayong remainder 1. Yun ang ilalagay natin sa numerator. And then, just copy the denominator. Again, bakit siya negative? Kasi different signs ito. Negative, positive, so negative dapat ang sagot natin. I-check natin. 2 times 16, 32. Plus 1, 33. Okay, so i-check palagi kung tama ang pagkuha natin ng lowest term. Okay, what if you have this? What is 3/4 of 80? So, kung tatagalogin natin, ilan daw ang 3/4 ng 80? So, anong gagawin natin? We will multiply. Okay? So, we will get 3/4 of 80. So, para siyang 80 times 3 and then 1 times 4. So, meron po tayong over 1 dyan ha. So, kapag meron tayong whole number, numerator po iyon. So, ito, ang denominator niyan is 1. So, para siyang 80 times 3, ayan siya. And then 1 times 4, ito po. Okay? So, 80 times 3, that is 240. 1 times 4, that is 4. Pag dinivide natin yan, 240 divided by 4, that is 60. Or, kagaya nga ng sinasabi ko, kung kaya mong gumamit ng cancellation, gumamit tayo. So, let us try. So, ito pwede, diba? So, 80 divided by 4, that is 20. Okay? So, therefore, mas mababa na siya. 20 times 3, still, the answer is 60. Okay? So, 60 is 3/4 of 80. Okay? So, 3/4 of 80 is equal to 60. Another example. So, I have here, what is 2/3 of 120? Ilan naman daw ang 2/3 ng 120? So, kukunin natin ang 2/3 ng 120. So, it is like 120 times 2. And then 1 times 3. So, 120 times 2, we have 240. 1 times 3, that is 3. So, pag dinivide natin yan, 240 divided by 3, that is 80. So, therefore, 2/3 of 120 is equal to 80. Or pwede mong gamitin yung cancellation. So, 120 divided by 3, this is 40. This is 1. Okay? So, 40 times 2, that is 80, which is also equivalent to this. Okay? So, itong ginagawa na to, ito yung shortcut, okay? Actually, pag gumamit ka ng cancellation, bumababa kasi yung number mo, kaya mas madaling mag-multiply. So, no need to do this. Okay? Another. So, what is 3 over 10 or 3/10 of 70? So, we will get 3/10 of 70. So, 7 times 3 over 1 times 10. That is 210 divided by 10. And that is 21. Okay. Another way, kung gagamitin mo ito, so that is 7 and then 1. So, 7 times 3, that is still 21. So, mas mabilis yung ganito, no? Kung alam natin gumamit ng cancellation. Okay. So, what is 4/5 of 200? So, we will get 4/5 of 200. So, we will have 200 times 4 and then 1 times 5. So, we will have 800 over 5. So, pag dinivide natin yung 800 over 5, that is 160. So, 4/5 of 200 is equal to 160. Okay, i-check natin. Dito, pwede mo i-check dito. 200 divided by 5, that is 40 and this is 1. So, 40 times 4, that is 160. Okay, let's proceed to the next example. I have here a problem. So, Rosabel has 12 pocketbooks. She had read 2/3 of them. If she lends 3/4 of the pocketbooks she had read, then how many will be left with her? So, ibig sabihin, let me illustrate the problem with you. So, meron siyang 12 na pocketbooks. Okay? Yung 2/3 daw, ito yung nabasa niya na. So, ito yung tapos niya ng basahin. So, ibig sabihin, kung yung 2/3 nabasa niya na, ibig sabihin, ilan yung di niya pa nababasa. That is 1/3. Okay? Bakit 1/3? Kasi, this is equivalent to 1. Okay? Now, so 2/3 yung nabasa niya na, and then dun sa 1/3, yun pa yung hindi niya pa nababasa. Now, from 2/3, ang sabi sa problem, pinahiram niya daw yung 3/4. Okay, so she lends 3/4 of the pocket books, yung sa mga nabasa niya. So, dito tayo magpo-focus. Since ito yung nabasa niya, yung 3/4 daw, pinahiram niya. So, therefore, ilan yung natira sa kanya kung yung 3/4 ay pinahiram niya. So, since meron tayong 3/4, ibig sabihin ang natira sa kanya ay 1/4. Okay? So, ulitin ko, meron siyang 12 na pocketbooks. Yung 2/3 nabasa niya na, so meron pang 1/3 na hindi niya nababasa. Ma'am, wala naman po ito sa problem. Yes, wala po siya. But since given ito, yung 2/3, ibig sabihin 1/3 yung hindi niya pa nabasa. Okay? Lagi tayo mag-equals to 1 dyan. Kailangan mag-equal siya sa 12. Next, so ito naman, dun sa 2/3, 3/4 dun pinahiram niya. So kung 3/4 yung pinahiram niya, dun sa 2/3, ibig sabihin 1/4 yung nasa kanya. Okay. So, ang tinatanong ay how many will be left with her? So, ibig sabihin ito ang kailangan nating makuha. Okay? So, let us solve. So, kunin natin yung 2/3 nung 12. So, paano natin kukunin? So, pwede tayo mag-cancellation. This is 4, this is 1. Okay? So, 4 times 2, that is 8/1. Kasi ayun, may 1 pa tayo dyan. So, 8 divided by 1, that is 8. So, therefore, yung 2/3 ng 12, parang ano to, what is 2/3 of 12? Yung kagaya sa previous slide natin. So, yung 2/3 ng 12 is 8. Okay? So, nakuha na natin yung 8. Kukunin naman natin yung 1/4 nung 8. Bakit 1/4? Ba't hindi 3/4? Kasi yung ang tinatanong ay yung natira sa kanya. So, dito tayo. Kasi ito yung pinahiram niya. So, dito tayo. Kukunin natin yung 1/4 nung 8. And that is, cancel natin to. So, that is 2. This is 1. So, 2 times 1, that is 2. And then 1. Okay? So, we have 2. So, therefore, yung 1/4 na natira sa kanya, that is 2. Okay? So, dalawa yung natira sa kanya out of 8 dun sa mga nabasa niya. Okay? And that is, so the answer is, 2 pocketbooks will be left with her. Okay? Now, another way. Pwede ka namang magsimula sa baba. Okay? Kunin mo yung 1/4 nung 2/3. So, ayan po siya. Kunin natin yung 1/4 nung 2/3. So, kunin natin. So, that is 2 times 1, 2. 3 times 4, that is 12. Okay, so nakuha na natin. 2/12. Now, pag nakuha mo na yung 1/4 nung 2/3, kunin mo naman. Ayan, ito na yun, diba? Yung 2/12. Kunin mo naman yung 2/12 nung 12 dun sa kabuuan. So, 2/12 times 12. So, makakancel na natin to. So, we only have 2. So, same pa rin siya. Okay, you may start at the top. Pwede rin naman sa baba. Okay, so the answer is 2 pocketbooks will be left with her. Okay, let's have the last example. So, Ariel decided to run every day to keep him healthy. He ended up running 5/7 of a kilometer every day. How much did he run in a week? So, first question here is, you have to know how many days in a week. Okay? So, that is 7 days. So, para malaman natin kung ilang kilometro ang tinatakbo niyan sa loob ng isang linggo. So, saan natin siya i-multiply? So, dapat alam mo kung ilang araw ba meron sa isang linggo, and that is 7. Okay? So, we will have 5/7 times 7. So, 5 times 7, and then 7 times 1. So, again, kagaya ng palagi kong sinasabi, kapag meron tayong whole number, this is always your numerator, and then lagi tayong over 1 dyan. That's why we have 7 times 1. Okay? So, 5 times 7, that is 35. And then 7 times 1, that is 7. And then 35 divided by 7, that is 5. So, Ariel run 5 kilometers in a week. Okay? Or pwede ka yung mag-cancellation. Pwede mo na to i-cancel diretso, oh. So, kung makakancel na to, kita mo kagad yung sagot, and that is 5. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell para updated kayo for more video tutorials. This is your guide in learning your math lessons, your Wow Math channel.